Greenville, it's time to get loud. Say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
It is time for the first competition of the day, JCB Racing. Our Monster Jam drivers will race against the clock to see which one will cross the finish line in the fastest time. The driver that does so will not only earn the first 8 points of the day, but will be on top of the leaderboard in pursuit of the overall event championship. Greenville, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Kurt Kramer, Remunition. Let's get this thing started. Our last event out here in Greenville, South Carolina, round 37 in an overall event series championship on the line. Who better to start us off than Kurt Kramer? He's set, and here we go! The official time, 16.5. Kurt Kramer, Remunition. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. You get a new leader, 10.708, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Joe Dennis, Dragon. The official time for Joe Dennis Dragon is 17.567. A 5-second penalty has been added to Joe Dennis's time in Dragon. If you look there on the track, that is the turn box. If they hit that out of its parameter, it is a 5-second penalty added to their time. Now, that is only assessed if it happens on the first turn. If they cross the finish line and hit the turn box, there is no 5-second penalty added. He hit it on the first turn. 5 seconds added to his time, and his official time is 17.567. Gravedigger still remains your leader with 10.708. Mark Hall, Raminator. You got a new leader, 10.5, the official time for Mark Hall, Raminator. Taking a look at the JCB Racing Competition leaderboard, Mark Hall, Raminator with the 10.5. Has the fastest time on the track. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, gets bumped down to second. Rammunition in third and Dragon in four. But Raminator leads all drivers so far with the fastest time. But of course, we still have 4 trucks remaining. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. You got a new leader, 10.208, El Toro Loco. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco now holds the fastest time with a 10.208. He took the racing victory in round 35. That was our first event yesterday. Seeing if he can get another competition victory. As you still have 3 trucks remaining in the competition, he's trying to hold on. Chad Tingler, Overboard. The official time, 10.542 for Overboard. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco still remains your leader with a 10.208. Armando with the 10.208. You know, he had that fastest time in round 35. Here in round 37, holding it so far here in the big event weekend as he's only 14 points behind the overall points lead, trying to catch Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. He does have her in this competition as she's currently sitting at 4th. Strong start for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, but we still have 2 trucks remaining. Angelina Knock, Megalodon. Still looking for her first JCB Racing competition victory of the series. as she's going to get set here at the line, just in her first year of competition. Taking a look at the JCB Racing competition leaderboard, that 10.208 leads all competitors, the fastest time. And as I said, this is a big weekend for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. We keep highlighting the overall point standings, and that's because he's been closing that gap. Kristen Anderson is holding that lead by 25 points, but Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, has got it down to 14. So he's already made up 11 points this weekend. He does hold the fastest time here and needs a strong weekend, and also looking to try to make some history as he has yet to get his series championship in his 8-year career. So he's looking for his overall series championship with just about 4 weeks left in our competition. Kristen Anderson has won a series championship in 22 and seeing if he can still hold on. Before we get this competition underway, we have another race going on. It is our Truck and Pals Racing Showdown. So we're going to have ourselves a competition here. Take a look at the board, and you guys tell me who's going to win this thing. 3 trucks going head to head. Go ahead and take a look right here. El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, and Megalodon. If you think El Toro Loco is going to win this thing, let me hear you. Okay, sounds pretty loud. If you think Gravedigger is going to win this thing, make some noise. Or if you think it's Megalodon winning this thing, let me hear you. Oh, Megalodon sounded a little loud. Okay. Well, let's find out. It's our Truck and Pals Racing Showdown. Who will it be? El Toro Loco locking in. Gravedigger looks on as well. Megalodon all smiles. And here we go. Taking off, Megalodon has the early lead. El Toro Loco doesn't like it, picks up speed. Megalodon doesn't look happy, chomping the teeth. Gravedigger's might be coming from the back to the front, hits the brakes. Megalodon gets it. And there you have it, Megalodon taking the victory. Great job, Greenville. That is our Truck and Pals Racing Showdown. We still have more JCB racing along the way, so stay tuned. We'll get back to it with 2 trucks remaining. All of your favorite Monster Jam trucks can be taken home with you. Thank you to the only authentic line of Monster Jam toys, brought to you by Spin Master. Bring all the action home with toys, including the new Megalodon Loop of Doom stunt play set, 164 Gravedigger RC, and assorted sizes of authentic to scale Monster Jam diecast trucks. Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam.
Fans, I'm actually in the pits right now with George Lopez, who is the crew chief for Megalodon, with us for the whole season. Talk a little bit about how proud you are work that Angelina Knock has put in this season.
Very super proud of her. Week in and week out, she's been getting better and better, and watching her progression grow even higher. It is awesome watching these young kids come onto the track and take the whole, the whole atmosphere, all the way up the charts. I'm very, very proud of her. She's done a terrific job, and looking forward to the future, what else she's going to add on to her resume down the road.
Now, as she gets set to the line to get in the JCB racing competition for her, what's some kind of advice you've given her before she takes off?
Honestly, every time we're like all the way down at the bottom of the bracket, I'm always watching the other competitors, watching what the track is doing to the other trucks, and giving her pointers and heads ups on what the track is doing to the other competitors, that we have an A game coming in to our pass.
Well, we'll see what she can do, because up next is Angelina Knock, Megalodon.
Megalodon. First light goes yellow. She gets set at the line, still looking for her first JCB Racing competition win. Let's go green! A 5-second penalty will be added to her time. Taking a look there at the board, the official time for Megalodon, 17.708. So both of our 2023 Monster Jam University graduates hit the turn box. 5-second penalty added to their time. They're currently sitting at 6 and 7. That is Joe Dennis Dragon, Angelina Knock, Megalodon at 7. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, still holds that lead with a 10.208. He took the round 35 racing victory. But in round 36, our next driver was able to take the victory. So we'll see if he's able to steal it away for Armando Castro once again. It's the young man, 23-year-old Zach Garner, Wild Side. That man is fast. Your last competitor in the competition, 9.708. You got a new leader, you got a new leader, and you got your winner in the JCB Racing competition victory. Go ahead and crush that turn box. It's the last JCB Racing run we're going to have. Zach Garner, Wild Side. Wow, steals it away at the end. 9.708 knocks Armando Castro, El Toro Loco from that top spot. Greenville, I don't even know if he knows that he won. He's still sitting in his truck. Y'all need to make some noise so we can get him out of that truck. Give it up for Zach Garner. There he is. Rumble, young man, rumble. Coming out last, he says, if you're not first, you're last, I guess. Go ahead and take the lead right there. He goes back-to-back JCB Racing competition victories, and that was a fun one. Making his way to the pod. Let's get this man a mic. I think he's feeling pretty all right. Let's talk to him. Zach Garner, Wild Side.
Zach, what a way to save the best for last. That is your 11th racing win and the most on this series. Talk a little bit about what your strategy was to try and cross that line the fastest.
You know, honestly, I didn't really have a strategy. I just kind of went in with the same motive I always go into, just try to have a clean, tight pass that's hopefully going to be fast. Armando was sitting there waving at me at the line. I knew he had the lead, so I knew I had to bring it, hopefully take him down, and it's what we did.
The two of you have been battling it out all weekend long, and next up is the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Both of you are dominant in that competition, but what are you going to do to take the edge over the competition?
You know, honestly, we both have the same amount of skills, and we both come out here and make it look so easy, so smooth. It's kind of hard to judge, but you know what? As long as you Greenville fans leave here happy and get up on your feet, let's hear it for Two-Wheel Skills!
Take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard. Zach Garner, Wild Side, comes out, gets the victory. 8 points. He's now the leader. What a run from him with the fastest time. Goes back-to-back competition victories. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, gets bumped down to second with 7 points. And then you have Mark Hall, Raminator. He has 6 points. He's currently in third. A strong run from Mark Hall. And then Chad Tingler is currently at the fourth spot with 5 points. So there's your top four in the competition. Christian Anderson, Gravedigger at 5, Rambutation at 6, Dragon at 7, Megalodon at 8. Coming up next, we have our Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills competition. Competitors have 2 attempts at their best move on just 2 wheels. You're going to see stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, and moonwalks. You're going to scan the QR code at judgeszone.com. Make sure you scan that QR code because the rest of the competitions are up to you. And we'll break down what we're going to do in here. It's Monster Jam Showdown. Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills.
battle you, the judges, using only 2 of their 4 BKT tires. And you can now see how Monster Jam trucks in the Monster Jam Showdown video game pull off some of the skills you can expect to see in the skills competition. In the Great Clip Skills Challenge, Monster Jam drivers attempt very technical maneuvers like they would in the video game. Monster Jam trucks can hit a pod, descend it into a bottle on the front or rear wheels, or come to a abrupt stopping to balance on their wheels. Move the truck backwards into a moonwalk, or balance on either the right or left side of the truck, qualifying as a bicycle. Monster Jam drivers are always innovating what they can do on 2 wheels. When you're scoring, look for vertical position, total time on 2 wheels, degree of difficulty, and completion of all attempts. This Skills 101 has been brought to you by Monster Jam Showdown, the video game, coming 2024.
All right, Greenville, I want to see some Monster Jam trivia out of you. We got Zach Gardner, who's going to ask you a question. I want to see if you guys can get it right. So let's go ahead and listen up to Zach Gardner, Wildside.
Monster Jam fans, Zach Gardner here. It's time to play some Monster Jam trivia. What are these Monster Jam truck bodies made of? A, steel, B, plastic, C, bubblegum, D, fiberglass. If you know the answer, let me hear it.
All right, let's see which one y'all think it is. If you think that it is A, steel, let me hear you make some noise. All right, if you think that it is B, plastic, let me hear you. I don't want to hear many people for this one. Is it bubblegum? Who's got bubblegum? C. A little louder than I expected. All right, fabulous. What about D, fiberglass? That's the loudest one. All right, well, let's go ahead and see which one it is.
That's right. The answer is D. Most of these Monster Jam truck bodies are made of fiberglass.
There you have it. Yes, they are made of fiberglass. That is the body on those. Great job, Greenville. We still have more Monster Jam action coming your way. The Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge coming up next. And now it's time for a Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills competition. And moving forward, you guys are going to be judging our competition. So to break down what you're doing, let's catch up with Kim Cantoni.
Fans, this is your first opportunity to put your scores in at judgeszone.com. You are the official judges from this moment on. So have those phones out. Make sure you've entered the code GRE. And at the completion of each attempt, you will move that BKT tire to the score you feel our competitors have earned. So if your phones are out, you're locked in at judgeszone.com. Let me know who's ready for the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge.
From Sarasota, Florida, Angelina Knock, Megalodon. See, one attempt for Megalodon, just one more remaining.
Together for Angelina Knock, Megalodon. Judgeszone.com is officially open for the first time today. There is Angelina Knock out of her Monster Jam truck. This is the time now to get her score in at judgeszone.com.
Angelina not going for 2 sky wheelies. It's something that we've seen her do consistently out here. She's all about getting those points on the board to help her run, especially since she finished 7th there at JCB Racing. You know, she's getting points on the board, and the score for Angelina Knock, Megalodon, 4.582 with those 2 sky wheelies. We're just getting started. It's a Great Clips 2-wheel skills competition. From Orlando, Florida, Joe Dennis, Dragon. One attempt remaining for Dragon.
See those dragon wings flapping for Joe Dennis, Dragon. Time to get your scores in now at judgeszone.com. Fans, this is where you move that BKT tire up or down to the score that you feel Dragon has earned in the 2-wheel skills challenge.
There you go, Joe. That's what I'm talking about. The first attempt hits that sky wheelie. Second one goes for a popper and gets those 2 back BKT tires in the air, flapping the Dragon wings. Strong run from Joe Dennis's best one of the weekend, and it comes here in round 37. The score for Dragon is 7.7. Your new leader, Dragon. From Chicago, Illinois, Kurt Kramer, Rammunition. See a popper on the first attempt for Rammunition. Still has 1 more remaining.
hear it for Kurt Kramer, Remunition. Get those phones out now and head to judgeszone.com. Time to move that BKT tire up or down to the score you feel Remunition has earned. And there is Kurt Kramer now.
Kurt Kramer, Remunition, with about the same exact run as Joe Dennis at Dragon. You see a Sky Wheelie, and you also see a popper getting the back two BKT tires in the air. Is it enough to take the top spot? The score to beat 7.7. And the score for Kurt Kramer, Remunition, is not enough, 6.481. He's currently second place in the competition. Dragon still remains your leader. From Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Christian Anderson, Gravedigger. See the reverse popper on her first attempt. She still has one more remaining.
Keep those cheers going for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. There is Kristen Anderson out of her Monster Jam truck. She needs you out now to go to judgeszone.com. Get that score locked in.
Great run from Kristen there. You know, Kim, she's been struggling in this competition all week. And talking to her earlier today, she said she had to come out here and set the tone in the Great Clips two-wheel skills. I think that she just did that. That was her best run we've seen all weekend.
Absolutely, Ray. The fans here in Greenville absolutely loved that performance, and she needs to pick up those points, and I think she did that so here this afternoon.
Well, the score to beat is 7.7. Does the girl representing the Carolinas get the lead? The score for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, is... Put her at the top. 9.248. You got a new leader, Gravedigger. So let's go ahead and take a look at that competition leaderboard in the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, takes the lead with two great moves, reverse poppers and wheelies across the pod, enough to get that top spot with the 9.248. Joe Dennis, Dragon, had his best run of the week and seen him get comfortable out there in that brand new Monster Jam truck for him on a brand new series. He's at 7.7, Remunition at third, and Megalodon at fourth. She's at the bottom with a 4.582. But we still have 4 trucks remaining in the Great Clips two-wheel skills competition. And he won the JCB racing competition. Does he get another victory? It's Zach Garner, Wild Side. Strong showing from Zach on that first attempt. He has one more remaining.
Keep those cheers going for Zach Gardner, Wild Side. This is the time now to get to judgeszone.com. There is Zach Gardner now. He needs you all to move that BKT tire to the score you feel he's earned.
Zach Gardner Wildside is dancing out there. Kim, from my angle when he was doing that moonwalk on the ramp, he was on the very edge of it, just balancing 12,000 pounds. What'd you see out there?
I saw the same exact thing, and just the amount of control. Remember, fans, that is 12,000 pounds of machinery that they are balancing perfectly on those front two BKT tires. Not easy to do, but the control he had on that pod, wow, just amazing.
Well, he hasn't been able to get a competition victory in the Great Clips two-wheel skills this weekend. Does he change that right now? Has to be the score of 9.248. And the score for Zach Gardner, Wildside, is enough to take the top spot. 9.549. A strong showing from Zach Gardner, Wildside. He is now your man to beat. He's gotten both Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge victories this weekend. Can he get the last one? Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. See a nose pick combination from El Toro Loco on the first attempt. He has one more remaining.
Dancing that bull on the pod, it's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Fans, keep that enthusiasm going as you go to judgeszone.com. Remember, it is up to you to decide who the next 8 points will go to. And there is Armando Castro now. He needs you to get this score locked in.
Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He has 26 competition victories in the Great Clips two-wheel skills. 20 more than Zach Gardner of Wildside. But I have a feeling it is going to be close. Does Zach get one here and hold that lead? Or does Armando Castro take it over The score to beat, 9.549. And the score for El Toro Loco is... He does not like it, throwing up his hands. The crowd has spoken. They say it is not enough. 9.424. Got every other competition victory in the Great Clips two-wheel skills this weekend. Does not get it on our last event. Zach Gardner side still holds your lead. From Chicago, Illinois, Mark Hall, Raminator. One attempt remaining for Mark Hall, Raminator. Scoring is open. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in the score for Mark Hall, Raminator. Once again, the code is GRE. Has a massive sky wheelie on the first attempt and getting some distance on it as well. The second one was going for the reverse popper, but was unable to get the grip that he needed, so he just threw it into a wheelie going across the track. The score is 4.057 for Mark Hall. Raminator currently 7th in the competition. Wildside still remains your leader, but we have one competitor remaining. And he's from Stewart's Draft, Virginia. It's Chad Tingler, Overboard. Still's one attempt remaining. Your last competitor, Chad Tingler, Overboard. Scoring is open. Lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com. You guys know what to do. Once again, code GRE. And put those hands together for Chad Tingler, Overboard. The reverse popper on the first attempt and then just launches it into the air. Do you see? I thought he might have gone overboard on that move, but was able to recover. Just a nice maneuver. Second one goes for the sky wheelie, getting almost completely vertical and coming down on those back two BKT tires. That is your last competitor, Chad Tingler, overboard. And the score is a 6.830, which means that your winner in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills competition is back-to-back competition victor is Zach Garner, Wildside. I've been telling you guys, he's been coming in strong the past couple of weekends. Just a strong driver, living up to that name, Wildside. And he gets another competition victory going back to back. Let's talk to him one more time. Wildside.
Zach, we just saw Armando Castro giving you the thumbs up, a wave of approval. This is a perfect event for you so far. First, you got to talk us through that skills that helped you get the win.
You know, honestly, I knew Armando was going to be after me, so I knew I had to come down out here and lay one down. My crew guy back there in the back was on the headset. Elvis was guiding me all through it if I was straight. But I should probably set it down like on that first one. It started getting a little cattywampus. Didn't want to end up rolling or breaking something, so we came out here. But what'd you guys think, Greenville?
Greenville is having a blast, and the next competition for you is Monster Jam Donuts. You're on your way to a perfect sweep. So what do you need to do to secure another 8 points?
We're going to have to come out here and put that VZ engines with the Fuel Tech EFI system out here and let her rip, see what we can do. But you know what's before that? We got the Freestyle motocross. These are some of the baddest guys on dirt bikes that we have here tonight. So let's get loud for them!
Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Put those hands together for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. JudgesZone.com is officially open for Monster Jam Donuts. Remember, fans, it is up to you. And there is Armando Castro now, who needs you to get his score locked in.
Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, is yet to get a competition victory today. Did you have a chance to talk to him back there, Kim? He seems like he's been locked in, but he's had some struggles today. Zach Gardner getting both victories so far.
I did, yes, and he knows that Zach Garner has been bringing the competition this afternoon, but he also knows he's not that far behind Kristen Anderson in the season point standing, so he's going to use all that motivation to try and pick up some more points here today.
Well, the score for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, is a 7.381, getting us started in the donut competition. Competing since the year 2000, Chad Tingler, overboard.
Fans, head over now to JudgesZone.com. Get that score in. I can see all of you fans here in the stands getting in those scores. Remember, you can also scan to score that QR code up on the video board.
Judging an overboard, he brought the spins there. That was a good one. He wasn't at the center of the track, but if you notice, he held it steady just off to the side of the pod. That's what you're going to look for in these donut competitions. Just holding it steady. Does he have control? And how tight is that spin? The score for overboard is... You got a new leader, 7.748. Chad Tingler, overboard. BKT is the official tire of Monster Jam, a one-stop shop for all your off-highway tire solutions with amazing quality and value. Check out the wide selection of BKT tires ranging from ATV to agriculture and giant earth mover tires online at bkttires.com. Shaking up the competition, Kurt Kramer, Rammunition.
Get those cheers going for Kurt Kramer, Rammunition. Fans, make your way to judgeszone.com now for Kurt Kramer. He's got a donut in the donut competition. Get those scores in now.
Yes, Kurt. Yes, I love that. That was the strongest donut run that I've seen from him this entire series. I thought he might have gotten into just a bit of trouble when he got so close to the ramp there. Goes through it, bumps over the pod, almost gets into a cyclone, and then pulls out a donut at the end. Kurt, the score for Rammunition is 8.145. Your new leader, Rammunition. Put those fins together for Angelina Knock, Megalodon.
Give it up for Angelina Knock, Megalodon. Time to head over to judgeszone.com now. We need those scores. There is Angelina Knock out of her Monster Jam truck. Fans, don't delay. Get your scores in now.
The biggest improvement that I've seen from Angelina Knock and Megalodon is that she's just been holding those steady as well. You know, earlier in the season, she would slide around just a bit on the track, but now you see her that she's just holding it in that one position, just a perfect circle underneath her. Is it enough to take the top spot? The score for Megalodon is not enough. 7.545. She says that's all right. She's currently third place in the competition. Kurt Kramer, Rammunition, is your leader in Monster Jam Donuts. Taking a look at the donut competition leaderboard. As I said, Rammunition is the man to beat with an 8.145. Strong donut run from that man. After that, Chad Tingler overboard is in second with a 7.748. Megalodon at 3. And El Toro Loco at the 4th spot. So Armando Castro, who's second on the overall point standings right now, is currently in 4th. See how that shakes up the score moving forward throughout the rest of the event. We still have more drivers to go. Joe Dennis, Dragon.
Let's hear it for Joe Dennis, Dragon. JudgesZone.com is open once again. And don't forget, fans, you can scan to score that QR code up on the video board. And that code for today is GRE. So don't delay. Get your scores locked in.
He was ready to let that engine open. You saw him just getting in there, but I think he got just a little bit too close to Raminator for comfort. So shut him off there on his donut spin. Get those scores in for Joe Dennis, Dragon, with a 5.530, currently fifth in the competition. Kirk Kramer, Ramunition, remains your leader. But up next, from Hall Brothers Racing, it's Mark Hall, Raminator.
Putting down a donut there on the track. It's Mark Hall, Raminator. Fans, keep that enthusiasm going as you go to JudgesZone.com. We need to get that score locked in. There is Mark Hall.
Getting dizzy. That man be spinning, man. That guy was holding on right there. Get into a cyclone. He got this competition win yesterday. Bounces right back again. Look at that. Holding it perfectly. Did not move from that spot while going into a cyclone. And the score for Raminator is your new leader, 9.153, Mark Hall, Raminator.
Greenville, how we doing this afternoon? You guys having fun? Well, I need everybody's help for this because we're going to play a game called Helmet Shuffle. So what you're going to see up on the video board is 3 helmets and our overall event championship trophy. They're going to do a quick shuffle, and then when the shuffling is over, we're going to need everyone's help to decide where that trophy is hiding. So keep your eyes on the prize, because it's time for Helmet Shuffle. Okay, Greenville. I tried my best to kind of follow along and see where that trophy's hiding. I'm gonna need, let's do with cheers. Who thinks it's under helmet number 1? A lot of you. Okay. Who thinks it's under helmet 2? More of you. Okay, cool. Who thinks it's under helmet 3? Helmet 2? Helmet 1. I feel like it's between 1 and 2, so fans, keep your eyes on the video board. Let's see where that trophy is hiding. It's not 1. It is not 1. It's not 3. That means, fans, give yourselves a round of applause if you picked helmet number 2.
He has 2 competition victories so far. Can he get a 3rd in a row? It's Zach Garner, wild side. Scoring is open. Code GRE at judgeszone.com. And give it a one more time for Zach Garner, wild side. Strong donut run right there as well. Didn't get to a cyclone like Mark Hall and Raminator, but still held it there, kicking up the dirt. Can he get 3 competition victories in a row? Or will Mark Hall, Raminator hold on to that score? We'll find out once you get those scores in. And the score for Zach Garner, wild side, is not enough. 8.304. Mark Hall, Raminator, remains your leader. But we have 1 competitor remaining. And she has the most donut competition victories on the series with 14. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Scoring is open. Judgeszone.com, code GRE. Kristen brought it on that one as well. She's going to make it interesting. I have a feeling that is going to be close. They call her the Queen of the Donut. She has the most competition victories so far this series, and last year she had the most on Arena Championship Series West. She had over 30 of them. Does she get another one? The score to beat is 9.155. And your score for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, is your winner in the donut competition, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. A strong donut run gets her 15th on the series. Your last competitor in the field, who's 3rd in the overall point standings, but I believe she just made up some major ground with that victory. Made her way out of the truck. It's going to be interesting here moving forward. As I said, we've had ourselves a tough competition, and Kristen just made it close. We're going to find out what that standing is in just a second, but first, let's catch up with Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Kristen, what a way to save the best for last. That makes it 15 donut victories for you this season. Talk a little bit about how you earned that title, the Queen of Donuts, and picked up these 8 points.
Oh, Kim, it feels so good to be standing here talking to you again right now, man. It feels so good to pick up this donut victory for y'all. I know that there's lots of Gravedigger fans in the crowd tonight. There's a lot of ladies and little girls that got their eyes on me. I didn't want to let them down, so that donut was for y'all.
We have one more competition to go, Monster Jam Freestyle. Now, I know how much you two want that Virtual World Finals 23, so what do you need to bring to the table to get the final 8 points of the night?
Kim, these points in this next competition are crucial for me. I have to finish near the top, so I'm going to drive the wheels off a Gravedigger, just like my dad would. So y'all hang on, and it's going to be fun. I'm getting ready to show y'all what it really means to drive like a girl, so y'all buckle up.
Keep it going for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger!
Oh, it gets interesting right here. As I said, she made up some major ground on this one. And look at the BKT overall event leaderboard. Armando Castro came out first in that donut competition. Didn't get the run that he wanted. He falls down from second to third. So he's now 6 points behind the number one spot. Zach Garner, Wildside, holds that with 22. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, jumps Armando Castro. She's now in second and just 4 points behind. So your top three, Wildside with 22 points, Gravedigger 18 points, and Armando Castro, El Toro Loco with 16. Mark Hall's also in this as well. He's sitting at the fourth place spot with 14 points. Rest of the field, Overboard at 5, Rammunition at 6, Dragon at 7, Megalodon at 8. And it is interesting going into our final event where we will crown our champion. And that final event is Monster Jam Freestyle. Just a reminder, they must complete the first 15 seconds to qualify for a score. And that score is up to you. So make sure you're at judgeszone.com. We needed to crown our overall event champion. We have ourselves a close series. The championship is on the line, so make sure you're judging accurately and fairly at judgeszone.com. So we have another amazing fan in the house. My friend Kaylee. Everybody say hi, Kaylee. Kaylee, having a good time?
Absolutely.
So is this your first time to Monster Jam? Do y'all come out before?
No, first time.
First time. What do you think so far? Are you having a good, is it pretty fun?
It's fantastic, and my son's loving it.
Your son's loving it? Okay, well, did you say you have your daughter out here as well, 4-year-old?
My son is the 4-year-old.
Oh, your son's a 4-year-old. Okay. Well, look, we have another game that we're about to play, okay? And it's called Finish the Lyric. So what's about to happen is we're going to play a song, and if you can finish the lyric, you're going to be going home with an amazing prize. You think you can do that?
I'll try. Let's go.
That's all you can do. Well, let's go ahead and let's play that song and figure out what song it will be. And Kaylee will try to finish the lyric. Disney. Make sure y'all help her out.
Do I have to sing? Go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
Yeah, that's it. She got it. No need to be shy. Y'all give it up for Kelly right here. Doing a great job. Well, we have a great prize for you, actually. Disney on Ice presents Frozen and Encanto. They're coming here to the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. That'll be the weekend of May 25th, and you got yourself tickets for that Saturday's event. So we're going to send you and your family there. Sound good?
Fabulous. Thank you so much.
You did great. You had a beautiful singing voice. So go ahead, give it up here for my friend Kaylee, and that is Disney on Ice, Frozen and Encanto coming here to Greenville, South Carolina.
Now it's time for all of you fans to help us get Monster Jam Freestyle started. So I need everyone here in the arena to take out your cell phones and light them up. So let me see everyone light up your cell phones. Let me see it, everybody light up their cell phones. Now follow my lead and stay to the beat. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going. It is time for the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. clap those dragon wings for Joe Dennis, Dragon. JudgesZone.com is officially open for the freestyle competition. And fans, this is the final 8 points on the line. You once again are the official judges. So make sure you head over to JudgesZone.com.
Want to congratulate Joe Dennis on his first event weekend with us here in Arena Championship Series East. He joins our series late. Brand new truck for this man and just does a great job. Said that he just wanted to focus on getting comfortable out there on the track, shutting off his brain and just doing what he does best. Great job for Joe Dennis. And that score is 6.641 for Joe Dennis, Dragon. Monster Jam technician turned Monster Jam athlete, Kurt Kramer, Rammunition.
Give it up for Kurt Kramer, Rammunition. Keep that enthusiasm going as you get those scores in at JudgesZone.com. Remember to move that BKT tire up or down to the score you feel Rammunition has earned.
Kurt Kramer, Rammunition, had that strong donut run and then comes out here in freestyle, uses all of the obstacles, some nice air and distance out there. You see on the Super Glued to the Action replay, was using everything out there on the track. And the score for Kurt Kramer, Rammunition, is 5.722, currently second in the competition. Monster Jam legend, Mark Hall, Riminator.
over to judgeszone.com now, fans. Remember, it is up to you with the final 8 points on the line. I've seen some great scoring here in the stands, and out of his Monster Jam truck, let him hear you. It's Mark Hall.
You know, we've been focusing on the series and overall point standings a lot with Christian Anderson and Gravedigger, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, and Zach Gardner Wildside. But I think a lot needs to be said for Mark Hall and Raminator. The score for Raminator is 7.261. He's your leader in this competition. And I say that this is an important weekend for him as well in the competition because he's out here he had a couple of tough weeks there, and this was a big week for him to bounce back. Wouldn't you agree, Kim?
Absolutely. You know, he has been giving us really a master class when it comes to driving these Monster Jam trucks, and sometimes the scores don't really reflect how he's driving out there and putting the skills out there, but huge donut win for him last night, and what a way to come out strong, so close to getting another donuts victory. But when you watch Mark Hall out there, you know you're going to get a master class at what it takes to drive these Monster Jam trucks. So really it's an honor and a privilege to be able to watch Mark Hall out there on the track and really just driving the best that he absolutely can be, right?
Yeah, 2 cyclones on this event weekend as well on the donut run, and you know, he's talking about he's been in a bit of a rut, but it's the same thing if you have a golf backswing, you know, for some reason you're slicing the ball or, you know, you're just in a pitching drought or something like that. It's the same thing with the Monster Jam, and that's what Mark Hall has been in, but he bounces back in the competitions, and I think he's right on the track. Had his highest finish yesterday at 4th, so Mark Hall is swinging. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here at Monster Jam. More trucks remaining in Monster Jam Freestyle. And this is an important run for this man, trying to make up points and get on top. It's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. "36 seconds on the clock, and it looks like he might be lining up. He needs a big maneuver, and I think he's going to go for it. The Morgan & Morgan backflip.
Keep that enthusiasm going for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Get those scores in now. Make sure you move that BKT tire for Armando Castro.
He needed that run. He needed that run. Currently third on the point standings, and he knew it. He goes for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Textbook perfect. Watch this. Bounces off those back two BKT tires. I just want to highlight this. Throws it up, gets all those front two, and puts it in reverse. Look at this right here. Just a perfect spin coming off those back two, and he's going to bounce forward and then throw it into a combination moonwalk. Says, let's rodeo. The score for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, is 9.430. Your leader in the competition, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Take a look at the freestyle competition leaderboard. Armando Castro is now out on top with the 9.430, bumping Mark Hall Raminator down to 7.261. Joe Dennis Dragon at third and Ramunition at 4, but that is a clutch run there for Armando Castro. El Toro Loco trying to make up grounds, and the only way that he has a chance to get this, he had to come out there with a big run. He does it right there. So the 9.430 for El Toro Loco.
Greenville, I'm exhausted already with these freestyle competitions. How do you guys think of freestyle so far? Absolutely. Well, you guys did such an awesome job with the helmet shuffle. I want everyone to help me out once again. We're going to play a game called Name That Truck. We're going to put up puzzle pieces on the video board, and I need all of you to yell out as soon as you figured out which Monster Jam truck is on the video board. So let's take a look now, Greenville, and decide who that Monster Jam truck is. All right, the puzzle is starting to take shape. Keep your eyes on the video board. Yell it out as soon as you know what that truck is. I'm hearing it. Who thinks I hear it? I hear someone. Who do you think it is? Megalodon! Is it Megalodon? It looks like you're right. That Monster Jam truck is Megalodon. What is your name?
David.
David, is Megalodon your favorite Monster Jam truck?
This is my first Monster Jam truck, and yes, he is my favorite.
Well, you know what? I did hear you first say that was Megalodon. So actually, my friend Chris is going to come down. Chris, we want to actually give you a special prize for getting that right. And I heard you were the first one to yell Megalodon. So this is for you, a Megalodon Puffin truck. Fans, let's hear it for David one more time.
He's still overall in the points lead. Still trying to hold it. Will he be able to do so? It's Zach Gardner, wild side.
for Wild Side. It's time to head over to JudgesZone.com now, fans. There is Zach Gardner out of his Monster Jam truck. He needs you to lock in his score now.
Your overall points leader so far, Zach Gardner Wildside, comes out with a great freestyle run. That was some hang time. That man was up in the air, just holding off Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. But will he be able to take the lead? That is a great jump on that super glued to the action replay. The score for Wildside is a 7.557. Good enough for second place currently in the competition. El Toro Loco still remains your leader of Monster Jam Freestyle.
Monster Jam fans, this year at World Finals 23, we're going to crown 4 champions. And what's so exciting is that there is a cool new track that you'll see. It's an S-shaped track out there for Monster Jam Racing. You can take a look at that video board. As you can see, this is what our competitors will be competing on for the JCB Racing Championship at World Finals. Now remember, fans, you can still enter that sweepstakes to earn your tickets and a once-in-a-lifetime experience to World Finals 23, taking place at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, May 18th, 2024. Again, that is a one-of-a-kind, first-of-its-kind, S-shaped track that our Monster Jam drivers will be competing on for that coveted Monster Jam Racing Finals Championship. And remember, fans, you too can be a part of the action. So for more information on how you can go to World Finals 23, visit MonsterJam.com.
Put those fins together one more time for Angelina Knock, Megalodon.
Is going to be the end of her run. But fans, give it up for Angelina Knock, Megalodon. She did complete the first 15 seconds, so she will get a score, fans. So this is now up to you to head over to JudgesZone.com now. Get your scores locked in.
This is what I've been so impressed with her with, though, Kim, is that she's not afraid to go for these big maneuvers. We've seen the sky wheelies and the donuts from her, but she's just been flying out here, especially in the freestyle competition.
Absolutely right. She just, as they call her, a nerveless knock. She is not afraid to go big and to take home the risk as well to get those big scores. But what an incredible way to end the weekend here in Greenville with that freestyle performance.
Well, let's see what her score is. Get that up on the board for you right there. She's as third place, 7.370. Currently third place in the competition. She's back on all 4 BKT tires. Y'all give it a one more time for Angelina Knock, Megalodon. It's definitely what you want to see out there from a first-year competitor, someone who's not afraid to go for those big maneuvers. Even yesterday, afterwards, all the drivers are telling her, like, man, you were bringing it on those jumps. Looked like she might have hit a front flip out there the way she was bouncing over that pod. So Love to see it from her. Her improvement week in and week out has been terrific. But once again, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, is at the top of the leaderboard with a 9.430. Zach Gardner, Wildside, is currently in second with a 7.557, and he is your overall points leader. But will he be able to hang on as Armando Castro holds that lead over him and will have a higher finish in this competition? We will find out here soon. Of course, we still have two drivers remaining. One who's been having a strong freestyle run. All of our events has been Chad Tingler, Overboard, and then, of course, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. So we'll get to that here soon. Two trucks remaining in Monster Jam Freestyle. Be sure to check out the official Monster Jam podcast that offers exclusive inside access to Monster Jam operations, including drivers, safety, track design, and the Monster Jam Garage. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere where podcasts are found. Currently second in the point standings, trying to get an overall event championship, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. We'd also like to take the time to thank all of our track crew and safety officials and everyone behind the scenes doing a great job. They've been out here all weekend with us, so give them a big round of applause for keeping us safe, keeping us going, keeping us moving. And she's about to be running out there on the dirt. Gravedigger. Scoring is open. JudgesZone.com. Lock in those scores. Code GRE. And give it up for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Sparks were flying. Dirt was flying. She was flying. Get some big air on those freestyle moves. Hitting that pod was just burning down the track out there. Trying to hold on, or trying to get that top spot. See if she could jump Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He is your current leader in the competition. That score to beat, once again, is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And the score for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, is not enough. 8.304 says that is okay. She's currently second place in the competition. Armando Castro remains your leader with one truck remaining.
Fan time currently in the pit with Armando Castro, the driver of El Toro Loco. And Armando, as you're watching these freestyle performances, do you feel you've done enough to not only take home the freestyle win, but the final overall event championship?
you know, ain't no telling what's about to happen. You know, things change. I went out there and I nailed that backflip. You know, I was crossing my fingers because those ramps were kind of, you know, tweaked out a little bit, but I said, you know what, we're going to hope for the best. These fans deserve the crazy freestyle run about me, and I'm going to throw down a backflip, and that's exactly what we did. But Greenville fans, do you guys like the backflip? Make some noise.
Armando, I gotta tell you, Greenville has been on your side all weekend long. They are just constantly on their feet showing those bullhorns in the stands for you. How special is it for you to have the fans here this weekend just scoring you at judgeszone.com and really just showing you the support?
Yeah, you know, that's number one. You know, as long as you get the fans behind your back, you know, ain't no telling, you know, what the weekend's going to bring. And you said to yourself, you know, we've had great success so far. Yesterday we had 2 events, and we took the overall event win in those 2 events. And I'm really crossing my fingers to see, hopefully we can take another one and sweep the whole weekend. But, man, I'm just super excited to be here. Win or lose, man, it's all about you fans right there and no stands, man. You guys spend your hard-earned money to come out here and watch us drive these Monster Jam trucks, and that's exactly what we can do to repay you guys. I'm having a good time, man. As long as you guys are having a good time, that's what matters. For Greenville, we love you so much, man. This is Monster Jam, baby. Let's make some noise. We're not finished yet, man. Let's go!
Monster Jam is now on MAV TV. Watch every Saturday morning for classic Monster Jam episodes. New episodes airing every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And more with all new episodes of Arena N30s and Inside Monster Jam. And that is happening on MAV TV. We'd also like to thank all of y'all for coming out and making us part of your weekend. And also, Monster Jam is now on YouTube. We have our entire events airing on YouTube. We have people watching today, so we'd like to thank them for tuning in. So, if you come out to our events, you don't have to wait a whole year next time or a few months. You can go ahead and log on to your favorite YouTube channel, that is the official Monster Jam channel, or head on over to MAV TV and catch up on some more Monster Jam. One truck remaining in Monster Jam Freestyle. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco holds the lead, but we'll still see how the overall points standings shake up. So I say that we get this thing going and keep it running out there on the track. We have more Monster Jam Freestyle coming soon. And by soon, I mean right now. He's ready to go. Chet Tingler, Overboard. .70 seconds. He's able to refire. .44 seconds pause on the clock. Seeing if we can refire. Still ready to go. Light is green. Keep it going. Chet Tingler, Overboard. Has another shut off, trying to see if he's having issues there in Overboard. He fires up once again. He's still going. Scoring is open. Head on over to judgeszone.com, code GRE, and lock in the scores one more time. And give it up one more time for Chad Tingler, Overboard. He's been burning it out there in the freestyle competition. Had a few shutoffs there in his last run. Also, you see that dirt has just been loosened up. He is the last competitor, and in the last competition of the afternoon, you see that there was flying everywhere. So he looks like he was sliding just a bit. He gets through the run, and the score for Chad Tingler, Overboard, is a 7.361, which means that your winner in Monster Jam Freestyle is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Pulls off the Morgan and Morgan backflip, and that seals Monster Jam Freestyle victory. But we've had a close competition all day long. Let's find out who your overall event champion is. Taking a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard with Aiden, JCB Racing. Aiden, Great Clips, 2-wheel skills, 6 in donuts, 6 in freestyle, with a total of 28 is Zach Garner, Wild Side. Was able to seal the victory. 2 first-place finishes and then 2 third-place finishes is enough. Consistency is key, and he makes his way out one more time. Was just swinging it out there in the first half of Monster Jam. It was able to hold on to the victory. So let's catch up with Zach Garner, Wild Side.
Zach, it was an epic battle between you and Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, all weekend long. But finally, it is you that takes your moment on top of the pod as the overall event champion.
You know what? This feels absolutely amazing. Last week, we blew a motor, spent all week building a new one, so we had to get here and do a little bit of work. But those guys back there in the back, they absolutely killed it this week. JT built and ported all the heads, built basically the whole motor. Him and Steve, Bucky, all them guys back there, VZ Engines, absolutely killed it. Elvis has been an amazing help. He's new to the team this year, but you know what? He knows his stuff, and we're doing good.
Fans, put your hands together for your overall event champion, Zach Garner, Wild Side. We're going to bring Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, up to the pod. He is your Monster Jam Freestyle winner. Armando, I know how much you wanted to get a perfect sweep with the overall event championship, but that freestyle run, talk about epic. These fans were on your side all weekend long for you. How special was it for you to pick up the freestyle win?
Yeah, no, Greenville fans, I got to thank you guys, man. This has been an awesome weekend for me. We were down 25 points coming into the weekend, and we sure, slowly we're chipping away at that point series. And, man, we're that much closer to the #1 spot. I really want to win my first ever series championship and get to compete at the Monster World Finals. And this is where it starts right here, man. We got to keep bringing the momentum, keep bringing the heat. I'm very hungry for that series championship, but, man, I had so much fun here in Greenville, and I nailed that backflip. Did you guys enjoy the backflip? Make some noise!
Well, congratulations to Zach Garner, Wild Side. He ends the weekend with an overall event victory, and he's now one step closer to earning the automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals in Los Angeles, California. Greenville, thank you so much for making it such a fun weekend. We had a great time and cannot wait to see you next time. Please be safe on your way home, and on your way out, feel free to stop by the merch stands, pick up the latest Monster Jam Spin Master. For myself, my name is Ray Biadiao. That was Kim Cantoni, and that was Monster Jam.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and put your hands up. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. That's right. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter. waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam, Jam, Jam. Yeah. It's wheelies and backflips, donuts and burnouts and walk-its. Full throttle, head to head. You be the judge of which truck's gonna win. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam, Jam, Jam. When I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster.